YouTube, I'm Daver.
So, we're the Fragrance Bros. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm Jer. We're the Fragrance Bros.
Ooh, I thought you were gonna like stab me. Anyway, coming back at you this time. The last week of our anthology for Theory of Mugler.
It's been fun.
Yeah, it has been really fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got these out of the way, just because we are fanboys of Theory of Mugler.
We are.
And you know, I want to do more. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, we can do. There's more Theory of Mugler fragrances coming out, so we'll be able to do those.
And the women's stuff.
Which
we will do.
Yeah. And maybe hopefully the Miroir series or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to do that.
Cool.
So anyway,
let's do it.
Last one is of course Mugler Cologne or Mugler Cologne or however you say it. I'm just gonna call it Mugler Cologne.
All right, dude. Do it.
I will. Mugler Cologne.
All right, man. You're totally doing that.
Yep. Did it.
All right. I can't say how to turn it. There we go.
Yeah. What is the front?
It's a star.
Okay.
Well, no, it's not.
Wait. It's like an arrow.
Weird. I thought it was a star.
It's like half a star or something.
The year 2000. Well, anyway.
Anyway, date introduced was 2001.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That throws me for a loop. It's 11 years old.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Isn't that wild?
Okay.
They made this freedom year.
Look at that. We will not forget.
Nope. Classified. I couldn't really find a classification, but I would say this is a citrus aromatic.
Sure.
I guess.
Yeah. A lot of citrus in the opening.
Yeah. Notes are bergamot, neroli, petitgrain, orange flower, S, and white musk.
You heard about this S note?
Yes. I know what it is.
Well, you say it's...
I'll say it in a minute.
Okay. A lot of people say it's semen.
What?
So that's the S note, the salty.
No, it can't be.
I don't know. It's probably not. I'm just telling you that's what I've seen.
I know what it is.
Okay.
Because I can smell it as clear as day.
Clear as a day.
So, I mean, everyone's going to say it's semen because it starts with S, and they're not going to say what it is.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I
mean, I want to punch someone in the face who started that rumor, man.
Wow.
Man.
Take it down, David.
Okay. Punch him in the chest.
Okay. Just a little south. All right. Good deal.
Took it down.
That's right.
Anyway, longevity. What'd you get out of longevity out of this?
I was disappointed. It was a little above average, but not much more.
Yeah.
I guess it's not fair to be disappointed with average.
Yeah.
But I really liked the fragrance. I was hoping it would last and last and last. It really didn't.
Yeah.
However, we tested it from a sample, which I'm not sure if that was an eau de cologne or eau de toilette sample. I'm not sure. So, it's hard to know. What we have here is eau de toilette. That's what we bought. But we tested the sample, so I'm not sure.
It probably was an eau de toilette, I bet, because you decanted it from a store, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't think they make the eau de cologne anymore. I think it's only eau de toilette.
Okay. Well, the same store has boxes of the Pure Havana because they don't ever sell them. So it's hard to know, but probably eau de toilette. I'm sure it's far more prevalent than the other.
Yeah.
So
yeah, again, there's an eau de toilette and eau de cologne. They first came out with the eau de cologne, and then because it's called Mugler Cologne, I guess they just wanted it to be light and whatever.
Yeah.
But I guess they upped the concentration. Not really sure why. Glad they did though.
Me too.
Because I also got average longevity out of this. I can only imagine what it would be like. You'd have to bathe in this stuff.
It'd be Tommy Bahama action.
Yeah. You have to bathe in this stuff with the eau de cologne, I bet. That would be not up my alley at all. I'd be pissed.
Nay.
Projection. What'd you get out of that?
It's pretty good actually, the projection for me. Like my wife could really pick it up. It was like a beast.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say not beast, but like it's like almost excellent projection.
Yeah, I would say the same. I got kind of between average and excellent, but I'm gonna say excellent as well, just because especially for the first couple of hours, man, it's out there.
Yeah, dude. It really is surprisingly out there.
Yeah.
For the kind of scent it is.
Absolutely.
For a clean, soapy kind of thing you wouldn't think it'd project, but it's cutting through.
Yeah. Let's see. Season, definitely spring and summer, and definitely daytime.
Yeah.
But I think this really could be used anytime, just because it's a very clean smell.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it's spring and summer. And
yeah.
My wife was very specific. She said, "Want to get your knee again?"
Yeah.
She said this belongs outdoors.
Yeah.
She said this is something that somebody who's like on a picnic or at the beach,
right?
Or something like that. This is where that belongs, and I tend to agree with her. It's very clean, but I think it has the projection to be an outdoor scent.
Yeah, I do too.
You know?
Yeah. Purpose, I would say this is casual, work, maybe a first date. If you just want to smell good and clean.
Yeah, it's a good safe scent.
Especially if it's on the beach.
Yeah. Per my wife.
That's right. What does this remind you of?
Well, it reminds me of Irish Spring soap.
Yeah.
It also reminds me a lot of Creed's Original Vetiver.
Oh God, yeah.
The similarity is striking. It's very, very clean. It's very soapy, but it's not cloying soapy. Like I like this soapy compared to Infusion Dome, which I did not like that soapy. And when it begins to dry down, it does change. There's a little bit of citrus, but it's kind of in the background. It reminds me of soap in a very good way. It's very clean.
Yeah. This really is one of the cleanest smells out there.
Yeah.
And it really does smell a lot like Original Vetiver.
Yeah.
I mean, now I haven't tried Original Vetiver.
Yeah.
So I can't say how Original Vetiver develops.
Yeah.
There is a slight difference with Original Vetiver because there's like a pine note in there, and that to me makes a difference.
Yeah.
So I would say if I had to choose between the two, if they were the same price, I would go with Original Vetiver, but it's not the same price.
No.
But to me, of course, this reminds me of soap.
Yeah.
But a citrusy soap, a really nice soap. And
that neroli.
Yeah, it's that neroli and petitgrain. And but what this conjures up in my mind is like a stay in a beach condo.
Yeah.
That's like the image that I get in my mind.
Absolutely.
And it's strange because there's nothing in here that is like overtly beachy.
Right.
And so I'm not really sure what that comes from because like whenever I think of beach, I think of coconut, and like Virgin Island water is very beachy, or like Marc Jacobs man is very beachy. Smells like that. Smells like suntan lotion, stuff like that. So that kind of reminds me of the beach. Now this is a different take.
Yeah.
So but it kind of does remind me of that some.
I think it has more of like it conveys the spirit or intent of being at the beach versus the actual scents that are present.
Yeah, that's a good explanation.
You know what I mean? But like free and running and sort of clean and just having a good time, shirt off, playing sports, whatever. Like this kind of has the sort of thing like I'm not in the best shape, so I don't go shirt off very often. But to me, this would be great on a guy who didn't have a shirt off. You know what I mean? Like I think that you could spray this on your bare chest and really run around, and it would just project.
Yeah,
it'd be really good.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's something that also reminds me of Saturday mornings as a kid.
Okay.
I don't really know why, but like I don't know. Maybe it's just something like in a really weird way. Do you remember that show Beekman's World?
Yeah.
This reminds me of Beekman's World because as a kid on Saturday mornings I would watch Beekman's World.
Right.
And as like a teenager. But I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that. Someone took a shower about the same time that time or something.
Yeah.
That might be what it is.
Yeah.
But it kind of reminds me of that. And very clean again. So it kind of reminds me of my mom cleaning.
You know what it kind of smells like? A box of cereal.
A box of cereal?
Smell it lightly. Open a box with the plastic bag inside. When you said that, that's what it made me think of. Like Lucky Charms or something.
Or like Fruity Pebbles?
No Lucky Charms.
I don't know. I have to smell it again. I don't know. I don't get that, but
that's the feeling I get. Weird.
Whatever. The notes in this are hard to distinguish.
Yeah.
So I can't really. I mean, I guess I can kind of tell the neroli and petitgrain, but I'm only guessing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think I know what neroli smells like because I've smelled it before. I think I know what petitgrain smells like because I've smelled it before. But everything is mixed so well and balanced so well that it's hard to pick out one, except for the S note. And I know exactly what it is. It's saffron.
Boom.
That's what it is.
Boom.
That's what gives it that soapy smell.
Boom. Good job, man. You laid it out there.
Yeah, because there is saffron in Prada Amber. And smells very similar. I mean, they take it in a different direction. Yeah. But it's similar. So I think that's what that is. Okay. So S for saffron, I think that's what that is. But I don't know why they would hide that. Maybe this is one of those fragrances that was ahead of its time. Yeah. And so it was a soapy scent before soapy scents got popular with like Prada.
Yeah. It could be indicative of soap.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't want to say what we're using to make it smell soapy, but it's a soap scent. Scent. Who knows what they meant about that?
But I mean, I do smell the musk in there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. How do I know what semen smells like?
I don't either. I haven't really had it near my face.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Yeah, right. Yo.
Okay. All right.
Wags Bass is like chomping at the bit right about now.
Your grandmother is like unsubscribing as we speak.
Oh God.
Yeah, this is very fresh, soapy, clean, and the type of attitude I get is very chill. Yeah. This is a very relaxing scent to me, and very much unisex. And this is marketed as a unisex. Can totally see it.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones where you cannot. I mean, if a woman or a man wore it, you can't put a gender association with it. It's very neutral in that regard.
Yeah, it would probably skew more towards that gender, whoever's chemistry it got on.
Yeah. And like there's some, we've talked about this before, but there are some unisex fragrances that are just more like girly man fragrances.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This isn't like that. Soap is soap.
Right.
Everyone uses it, so it doesn't really have an association really. So.
True. Very true.
So yeah. But I do think this is kind of hard to wear in certain situations because it's so casual.
My wife had the same feeling. She said she had a hard time placing it. She's like, it's only good for that specific setting. She didn't think it really fit in work.
Yeah.
She didn't think it fit formally, So, although I really, 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 really like the fragrance, I think it smells great.
Yeah.
I think it's a limited use fragrance.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Let's see, bang for buck. On FragranceNet, this is $47 for a 3.4 ounce. I say that's a pretty good, that's a great deal. Especially because if you're in the right type of climate to where you would use this a lot and you have the right type of job or whatever you do where you're usually casual a lot.
Yeah.
This could be a really good signature scent.
Yeah.
Or a really good go-to scent.
Yeah.
In that regard.
I think if you had a job outdoors, like let's say, I don't know, like a lifeguard at a beach.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I think this could be a great signature scent.
Yeah.
I paid like $25 for that and the shower gel from Walgreens with that sale. So it's a great bang for the buck for me.
Yeah.
I'm really excited that I have it. I like smelling clean from time to time. Sometimes you don't want to do the heavy fragrance thing. You just want to be clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's going to be what I'm doing when I need to feel that way. So.
Yeah. Let's see. Did you get many compliments from this?
Yeah. I had a few people like it, actually. My wife liked it, although she had trouble placing it. And then I had somebody else who said it smelled good. You smell good and clean.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how much you're going to hear outside of clean.
Yeah.
But it's good to smell clean.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things where you're expected to smell clean everywhere you go.
Yeah.
And the more clean you smell, the more everyone's going to know, oh, he's put together.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're not going beyond what everyone is expecting.
Right.
So if you smell clean, then fine. But you're not going to blow anyone away.
It's not a statement maker.
No.
Other than I clean myself.
Right. Right.
But like you said, that is like the minimum.
Yeah, exactly.
You should be clean.
Right. And I think for me personally, I've, I should say that going back to compliments, my wife really likes it. Mm-hmm. But of course, she likes really clean, fresh smells.
Yeah.
So whatever. But me personally, I have kind of pulled back from the soapy smells. Mm-hmm. So I rated like Prada Amber 5.
Yeah.
And after that review, I've never reached for it again. You know, and even though it's a really good scent, and I actually probably might wear that more than Prada Amber, and for a soapy smell, just because it's citrusy and soapy, and not just soapy and flowery like a lot of soapy fragrances are.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's your final rating?
We give 4 out of 5. It's not perfect, but it's also not middle of the road. It's 4 out of 5.
Yeah,
it's 4. It does a great job at what it is intended to do. It smells very clean. It projects. It accomplishes that goal.
Yeah.
4 out of 5.
I'm gonna agree. For me, it's a 4 out of 5 as well. It's not something that I would go out and buy, but if I were to come across a really good deal, maybe I might buy it if it was a really good deal. If I were given given this as a gift, I would probably reach for it some.
Yeah.
And because of how casual it is, I'll probably reach for it more if I had it.
Yeah.
But it's not something that I would, rush out and get just because I loved it.
Right.
like you said, it's not a statement maker.
Yeah.
It's just a clean smell.
Right.
And that's good. But
it's not something you seek after, like, oh, I can't wait to get that Mugler cologne.
Right, yeah.
You know, it's like,
yeah.
It smells good.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's it.
That's it. That's our final review for the Theo Mugler anthology.
It's good.
Thanks for watching. It's been great. We're going to do more of these type of anthology things eventually. We're going to do more themed months as well.
Yeah.
We have a couple plans, so we'll let you know when that happens. And as always, thanks for watching. And we'll see you next week with another review. We're the Fragrance Brothers. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.